start, please. I guess it's okay. Let me do, I don't know, I should do an announcement. Maybe I fear it might crash somewhere. I won't. I'm sorry. Well, CPU seems to be working. It was getting to 99% usage for some reason. I updated the NVIDIA broadcasts before streaming. I think that was causing issues, right? That's why people recommend that you restart, because when you update a software, right? Because even if you stop the software, it may be still being the memory, the operating system, not sure. It doesn't clean the memory automatically. And of course, if you try to have two instances of the software sharing the same resource, one new and one old, it might cause issues, right? So it's best to restart when you install new software, or not new software, but update old software. Installing new software, nah, it's good. Unless it depends on the service that must be run at the startup, but it's really rare. I would recommend to restart only when you update software, not installing or installing. It's fine. Anyway, so NVIDIA decided to update NVIDIA broadcast. That's why it took me a while to start. I know I should have checked this before streaming. Let's assume things will go fine, right? Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't they? And then OBS wants to update. Sometimes VTS Studio. Sometimes now it's NVIDIA broadcast. I'll lose a little bit of time. Before that, I was snapping, so I could have more or less energy for the stream. Yeah. So like I was saying, my translation script should be working now. I no longer rely on my memory, Google or nothing. I'm running a server and no XD, .ddns.net, and I guess you can put it later if you haven't seen it. As long as I'm online, whether I'm streaming or not, anyone can use it for free for now. But, well, if you are my follower or subscriber or patron or whatever, you'll always be able to use it as long as I'm online, right? And someday I hope I can do a 24-hour service, but for now, it's just when I'm online. And well, What else I was... Oh yeah, I watched the new series that make crying. It's good. I like it. Well, I wish they didn't have spoilers, right? And you just 5 seconds of spoiler, so you can mute. There you go. One, two, three. Spoiler. So they kill the rabbit, which is on the trailer. End of spoiler. That's the only thing I didn't like, because it was the most interesting character. Yeah. But other than that, it was good. Some people are complaining about the two-eye colors. I don't remember her name. But to me, it's fine. Like, they don't have to give us all explanations about everything. So she's fast. There's a reason for it, right? It's not like magic. Well, it could be magic, but I mean, you know what I mean, right? I mean, there is an explanation. Only because we don't know it doesn't mean it has none. It can be many things. This can be demon blood, maybe she has an unclear origin. Her father was doing experiments with beasts, right? With demons and such. So he might have used his own daughter in some of those experiments. That's right. He was going crazy and all. So, what if his father has nothing to do with it? Then the vice president of Darkon might have done something, because he's another crazy guy too. Who knows, right? Yeah. So I'm sure there is an explanation. At least that's what I saw people were complaining on Twitter. It's like, why this girl is so fast, right? Can fight with Dante and demons, while most humans can't. And Dante is not any demon or half demon, whatever. So that was the main thing I saw on my account. People complaining. Like, there is an explanation. We just have to wait. This first season was more about introducing Dante for people who have no idea what Devil May Cry is. So it's pretty clear to me. Like, they even made, like, they put Dante in a state that he doesn't even know how to transform yet at the beginning of the series, right? So it makes sense. Another reason why she could beat him, which means Dante doesn't know all his powers yet, or even if he does, he doesn't have control. And having control makes a lot of difference. As if you're not controlling, that means sometimes you're weak, sometimes you're powerful, but you're not regulating, right? It's like the volume of my mic sometimes gets loud, sometimes gets weak. It's low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low. There is not a constant volume, right? It's the same thing with power. If you cannot control power, then it's oscillating a lot. Up, down, up, down. Of course, you're still strong. But at the moments that you are weak, you can be beat. Right? It's why I don't understand Dragon Ball Z sometimes, right? Goku says, "Oh no, I want to try my opponent, right? Let me check how strong they are." Well, but you know if they are really strong as you or more, you'll be knocked out, right? Right? You do know that, right? I'm sure. It's not like writers are just trying to make the fight longer, right? Then it needs to be. So nowadays I see for what it is. Right? The fact is that Goku, Vegeta, all the Z Warriors, right? They all start without their power boosts, because if they did start at max, most fights would go really fast, right? And they say, no, it's because I'm trying to evaluate my opponent, not lose too much energy, right? No, it's not. They're just trying to make the fight last as long as possible. That's all. Because it makes no sense in a strategic point of view to not fight at your max. But it's like I know, right? Like, these are humans. There's no way they can beat me. So why would I lose energy, right? But if I'm fighting like a god demon that destroy many planets, I'm not sure if I can beat it. Yeah, go max. don't go. Oh, let me evaluate how strong they are. Yeah, no. We don't do that. Especially not Vegeta. Goku is said to be a genius of battles. That's right. So yeah, go max. At least against the strongest opponents, right? I saw him doing that once in the series, and it was against Perfect Cell. And you probably know what happened. But anyway, I'm going on a tangent there. Yeah. I like that Mercury. And that's what I was talking about. But yeah, Dante doesn't know all his powers. So yeah. Even a human can beat him if you cannot control it. Not control them. Right? Pretty sure there are more powers that he has. They will discover next season. They will learn more about Darkon, which seems to be like a main theme of this series. I personally don't like Darkon. I think it's like, I don't know why writers do that. Honestly, I know that humans fight demons in their way. There are organizations and such. But the main focus of Devil May Cry is Dante, right? On Nero, on Virgil. Who cares about human organizations? You're just cannon fodder. They're just there to fulfill space. And that's what they are. It's like, since they cannot make Dante fight 100% of the time of the episode, they need some kind of filler, right? And the filler they have, which is a really clever one. And it's dark cone, right? So they show what is happening in a dark cone, how humans explain demons and such. Like, honestly, nobody cares about that. I just want to see Dante fighting demons. That's the main goal. It's like God of War, right? You want to see Kratos kicking God's butts, right? Not some organization deciding the best way to fight gods. Yes. Humans cannot do anything. Fingering. But if they can, know that Dante, you have to intervene. They will not be able to do anything on their own. Because people are much too powerful. So, yeah. What else was talking about? Thinking about talking about truth. Of course, AI, right? Again, AI. I saw some people say adapt or die, or something like that on Twitter. And I thought, that's not how evolution works. They pretend to be so smart, right? That's not how it works. It's not like a living being can choose to adapt. They are either born with the ability, with the adaptation that lead them to survive, or they don't, right? And even when they don't have the ability, the extra ability like camouflage or whatever, it doesn't mean that they will die. So adapt or die makes no sense. Like, I'm sure you were sleeping at biology class. I don't get it. It's not how this works. AI is a tool, right? I'm using AI right now to do this transcription. The translation not sure is using. The problem is not using AI or not, but it's how we use it, right? That's what makes all difference. How we use it too, right? A gun can be used to kill people or to protect people, right? And that's true for all, right? A hammer can be used to fix nails, to hammer nails. I mean, but it can also be used to kill people, right? So yeah, a tool is as good as the use we give it, right? So people who try to avoid discussion about AI are not helping anyone, but AI owners, right? And they are avoiding discussing the hard problems of AI, right? AI has no right to steal data from people who are willing to share data with them. Right? For instance, AI should not steal jobs from people. Like I saw, what was it? I guess it was a VA was doing some kind of job. Then once the company got enough data about the actor's voice, they fired and generated the remainder with AI. So they, of course, it would be cheap, right? Would be cheapest, right? To do the remainder of the show without being an actor, just using a software that they already had. So yes, this is the kind of thing that's not okay with the AI. Also, drawings, right? They were stealing drawings from Miyazaki, which I already discussed last time. So there are uses for AI, which is not okay to do it, right? And I use that it's okay, like generate subtitles, or maybe help you to do some task, right? You can use AI for code. There's no problem with that. I know that I complain a lot about that. But my issue is not that you use AI for coding, is that you only use AI for coding. Because then you're not doing any work, right? You're just asking a computer to program itself. And that's bad for you too, by the way. Mainly for you, because you will forget how to code, as many coders are already forgetting, which means you can be fired, because if you're not doing anything special, right? Anyone can do your job. And then what companies are saying? Oh, you don't need to learn how to code. Weird, huh? At Obama, while Obama was president, he was trying to stimulate people, everyone to code, right? Even children. And now companies are saying, oh, don't worry about learning how to code. Use vibe coding or whatever. How the speech has changed just under a few years, right? Something is wrong there. I hope you notice. It has nothing to do about who is president, okay? I'm just using it as a time reference. So you understand how close, how soon we have changed our speeches in the markets, right? Let's everybody code. It's like nobody needs to code, just use AI. Yeah, that's not good. And I have avoided using AI for coding. Nowadays, I don't use mainly because, well, every time I do it, I have to fix deep 6 code. Oh, ChatGPT code. I I don't see like an advantage. Advantage really. Like I get it. If I was working for a company, they just ask me some trivial job that an AI could do, I would probably use AI too. Like I won't lose my time with this. ChatGPT, ChatGPT that do it for me, and I will go watch YouTube videos the remainder of my job, right? Of my hours. I hope that's what you're doing, because if you're not doing this, then and it's useless. Well, when you know what you're doing, you probably can do it better than AI. Even if it's a simple task, AI tends to complicate things for no reason. My short experience using it. Mm. Well, yeah. And there are people who think AI will replace all jobs, right? I'm not sure they will. It will. Because there is a human factor, right? That every job has. And AI is not this a thing, right? Right? That people don't say. AI is not good dealing with humans. Humans, they it expects that things behave logically, right? Right? But humans are not logical. That's the issue, right? When you use AI to analyze a paper, or to analyze a human's production, or whatever, or even trying to identify a criminal or a potential criminal, right? The problem is that humans are not logical. Maybe there is someone that has pres- no tendency to become a criminal that might kill everyone in their work just cause they woke up in a bad mood. That's humans, you know. They are not logical, but I assume that we are. That we behave logically, and we don't. Speech is the main thing, right? And you can see that. That's why I'm showing the probability of being right. You can see that sometimes it goes as high as 99.99%. Sometimes it gets 100%. But sometimes it gets really low, right? Because, and why does this happen? It happens because some words might have different meanings, or some issue. What is the issue? Failure to validate token. What? That's weird. Failure to validate the... I got an error from my translation service saying that fails to validate the token, which is weird because I don't have a token. Like I said, it's free. But yeah, again, this is a new error. So I have to check why that this happens. The transcription is still working, but translation has stalled. I'm sorry because of this error. Maybe if I stop and start again. Maybe it will work. Let's see. Let's go, please. Another line. Another line. Let's see if it does something. Yeah, there you go. Well, it's not a fix. It's a temporary fix. I try to solve this. As I said, there is no token. Everybody can use. Because the token is like if I want to limit, right? They use. So nobody abuse it. But there is no token at this moment. So it should just be doing translations all the time. Not sure why it stopped. Anyway, it's an issue easy to solve, right? What I was talking about? I don't know. Yeah, so I've been working with translation script. Translate some. Oh yeah, I did I generated subtitles for the One Piece episode, the newest one, right? It's on YouTube. The quality is as bad as it could be, right? Maybe want to wait until Netflix release its version. But if not, I have subtitles in English and Chinese. Oh, yeah, that's both that I did. And now Whisper my version of Whisper generates subrip files. So next time I update it, Whisper for streamers, know that Whisper Online can be used to generate subtitles for videos or for music. Of course, you would have to use command line, right? At the moment, but I can add as a feature later in the future. Besides translation, right? It's another feature that Whisper for streamers will have. It is already working, right? I just need to add to the interface, like save the transcripted scripts in the separate format. So it's not hard. It's already done, really. I just need to add the UI thingy, so you that don't like to use command line can use it too. But yeah. What else? Why did I stream the third? I don't remember. Well, I was feeling kind of sick. I'm not sick per se, but was kind of sick. I was sneezing a lot, and not feeling 100%. I'm feeling way better since I'm here, right? I wouldn't be here if I was not good. I was not feeling well. I would wait. Because the easiest task for me is to code, right? I will always be coding. And I realized that I hadn't released an app in a while, right? Since my last release was in December, we're already at the third month of this fourth month, right? I begin the fourth month. 25%. It's 25. 33% of the year, right? And I haven't done most of the things that I said I would do. Yeah, it happens. And the token failed again. Why is this happening? So weird. Don't get it. Oh, back again. So weird. I have no idea why this happened. Maybe I have to set a token. That's what I will try to do. Like one token with no expiration date. Since it's complaining about that, right? So okay, we'll create a token with no expiration. You know why it's translating some weird stuff. Weird. No vowel. Yeah, that's something that I have to check later. I will not be able to fix today or right now. I'll just stop and start again every time it happens. And it seems to be random, right? I was talking for a while before it complained. Now it was really fast. Really weird. Seems to be a bug from maybe transcription. Like maybe they didn't expect me to use it without the token. So yeah, maybe just setting a token with no expiration date. We'll fix it. Then I'll publish it, okay, on the site. I'll leave the token there. So just copy and add to your script if you're using it. But for now, you remain without the token. When I was talking about I don't remember. Yeah, today we played Cat Class. Oh yeah, I was talking about my plans for this year. Yeah, I still plan to play come after Cat Quest. And the movies. It's right for Sherlock Holmes. But I guess since I didn't do within the time period that I was hoping to do, I will do more in a sparse way, right? One per month or one every 2 weeks. I don't know. And the reason I haven't released an app yet is because I was fixing my scripts for Weibo, right? As being my main focus at the beginning of this year, right? I coding my social hub, which allows me to talk to many social medias, right? And lately, for instance, I've been thinking I can already post, right, to several social medias, right? Right? It's on its test phase, okay? It's not available yet to download or use. And because it doesn't have all features, right? Like for commenting, I still have to comment myself on all social medias. And I just thought about retweeting stuff, right? Because sometimes there's something on Weibo that I find interesting and I want to retweet. Or maybe on Blue Sky and I want to retweet. And of course this creates inconsistencies, right? Because social hub is not ready yet to deal with it. So I was thinking these late weeks how to fix that. And I guess the best way to do it would be to take a screenshot, right, of the post, and then, well, on the OG social media, right, I would just retweet. Like for Weibo, it would be the Weibo's post, right? But for other social medias, it would receive a screenshot of the post, right? And maybe a link to it, right? So if you want, you could go after the original tweets, Blue Sky posts, or Weibo posts, right? And I guess that's what other people do, because I was thinking, I already seen many people do screenshots of text, right? So maybe they had the same idea as I. They're taking screenshots or posting, sharing them, but not manually. I guess. I mean, some people are probably doing manually, but using scripts, right? That allow you to just retweets to all social media. I bet companies and people are already doing that. As I see many for Twitter on Blue Sky, and Blue Sky on Twitter, right? People post things from Blue Sky to Twitter, or Twitter to Blue Sky. But this can be done to any social media, right? And that's what I'm trying to do. There are some tools that allow us to use. It's like a screenshot, but it's not an easy task, right? Because well, when you access a website, receive the HTTP protocol, right? That tells a parser, like a browser, how to show image, display sounds, organize text, to do a render, how to render site, right? But this render is not a JPEG, it's not a PNG, right? So I cannot just use a curl or something, or request, and get the HTML and convert directly to a PNG, right? I need to render it first, and to render it, I would have to write the browser, essentially, or use another browser. It's a pain, because browsers have cookies. It's not just about rendering. Well, it's just about rendering. It would be easy because there are text-based browsers that I could use. Yeah, but it's not as easy. I was looking at Selenium. There was other two. I'm still trying to figure out the best way to do it. I'm looking into it. But then once I have the screenshots, there's another issue, right? Because I just want a tweet, right? I just don't want the whole page. A very specific part. And sometimes the tweet is long, right? So there's a more button that you need to click to see it all. So just to understand, it's not easy. And of course, like social medias like X are not public. You need to log in, which means I need to start a session, of 2 session before I can render a tweet, right? So yeah, that's the main thing that I have been working, and I think it's important because it helps with my marketing, right? When people think that streaming is just about streaming 24 hours by 7 doing subatons, but I disagree. I think that you need to promote yourself, or else if your promotion is not good, you probably won't have many. Well, you probably won't have any people watching you, or just a few people. Of course, you need to stream. That's not what I'm saying. But I mean, You need to have good content, and you also need to promote yourself. And the main way to promote yourself is through social media. Right? If you're a streamer, fellow streamer, then you should know this. Alright? You need to promote yourself, right? Yeah, if you're not a streamer, if you're a coder or an indie, you need to promote yourself somehow. People will not buy from you if they don't know you or don't know your products. So you need to do some advertisement scheme, right? People complain about a lot of stuff, right? The people complain. But Sweden did not complain about ads. This was something that a friend of mine works with marketing was pointed out to me, a marketer, that ads and marketeers lie a lot. And people doesn't seem to care. Like every other food that you have ever watched is a lie. And people don't care. They just believe everything that an ad says for some reason. God knows what. But yeah. So yeah, you need to advertise yourself. That's why most people still say the biggest lie, like, I'm the greatest VTuber that has ever lived. And nobody checks. Or my car is the greatest car that has ever been produced. Or my AI is the most intelligent ever. And people just believe whatever you say. Because if you're saying it must be true. Especially if you're a big company, right? When you're a small one, like me, right? And you say stuff like this, people suspect you. You're right? Maybe it's not true. True. When you are a big one, like Coke or Tesla, whatever, you can't say anything, and people will just believe you. You can't say anything, and people will believe you. Not can't, I don't know why. It's getting wrong. But yeah. Ads has this power. So you should take care about the things that you listen. I usually mute ads because it's weird. Our brain seems to absorb ads for some reason. And I bet there is a scientific explanation for that. Like jingles, right? Jingles. I'm pretty sure I read a study about that. It's a certain tune that is catchy, right? They use it so you memorize it and really memorize an ad. So when you think about some detergent or something, because of the jingle that you memorize it, the first one that will come to mind will be the one from the jingle, right? I won't give examples, But I'm sure you have already bought or some. Yeah. So let me go to Cat Quest. I think I have already talked more than an hour. I think I'll go to the bathroom just to be sure. Okay, I will return in a second. Let me give you the. What can I do? I don't want to switch scene. I'll be right back. It's on my subtitles. I'll be right back. Look, I went to the bathroom. I'm back. You. Yeah, that's the problem that I was talking about. As I remove my. I made a mod to whisper to remove silence, right? But since I was doing the transcription of One Piece episode, I had to remove it, right? Because or else things got this thing was not synchronized. I had many issues, right? This was one of them. So I had to disable my mod so I could do the transcription on One Piece episode. Then I had to learn how to use the stubborn format, which is the easiest one to generate subtitles for. What else? Well, many issues. Yeah. In the future, I will leave my links online so you can use all my service. I'm already running one. It's the first service that I will offer. It says translation service for free, like Google and whoever. Mine will be free, as many as you want. I probably will only limit how many calls you can do for it, because you can do a denial of service attack, right? By make a lot of requests. I'm sure most of you won't be this evil, since it's a free service again. But since some of you might, I need to have some protection. The protection is to limit the amount of calls that you can make per minute. You can make as many as you want. There is a limit, right? Maybe 10 per minute. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll see how much my PC can handle. In the future, I'll have a second PC, I hope, just to do that. So nobody can maybe affect my stream by trying to do an attack or something. But I will have more services, right, besides translation. I intend to have like Twitch Shorts or something. I don't remember the name. I haven't started yet because my bot isn't ready, right? But once it is, I will start collecting Twitch data, and I will share as a service. Of course, you have a fee. Same thing as translation. But then again, if you are a subscriber, follow, or such, no. Be free. There's some... I plan to like a pro version, right? Like the free version, you can make 10 calls per minute, but if you want more, you can pay a pro version, and then the pro version, I'll give you more. Because you'll be helping me maintain the service, right? So, yeah, maybe you have unlimited. Or a small limit, a lower threshold, or a high threshold, depending on what the service is. Besides my apps, right? So yeah. You have an idea for a service or not a service during day, but I don't remember right now what it is. Push Hub, of course, will be another service. Let me start that quest. It's been a while since I played game. Not because I don't like to play games, but I like coding. Many things, right? I get if you're a singer or an artist, you get it, right? It's not just about streaming. You like to do your art. I like to sing. I like to compose some software that you use. Let me go to cut quest.
Crashed from the heavens. Those lucky enough to get their
Okay,
moment
so
seek
first
after
thing,
every heart's desire.
what is the translation?
Seekers,
It
they
is.
call themselves.
Let's make it
Show them
smaller.
the nation, mother of pearl.
Is
But them seekers, fearful of sharing its mighty power,
thing
concealed the North Star, so no other soul could lay claim to it.
then here,
Years drifted by,
here,
and as ye be aware,
here,
tales become myth, and myth
here.
becomes
Oops.
legend. And legend
Want
be the
some
makings
bottle?
for some fine pirate treasure, eh?
Tango.
Meow.
And here we are again. I'm thinking if this takes too long. Don't get me wrong, I love cat quest, but this is taking way longer than I thought it would. So maybe I can vary, right? One string Wukong, one string cat quest. I'm guessing Gentle Bros have done that to make their game last longer. I get it. That's why they limit the highest level. They made it harder. Of course, technically, I've already ended the game, right? So they make this for completionists like myself to be able to pay for longer, right? So it's not an evil thing. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes, I think I already said this. Sometimes I change my weapon and it doesn't go for some reason. I press the button on my controller. I have no idea why. The controller is quite new. That's no camera. Okay. I mean, it needs to be a buddy. Perhaps. If you can, if you're listening, if you want to check out. Yeah. Why do you like that? The same thing against you. Okay, no match. That's great. Oh, you are trying to defeat me. And that's the problem with small battle arenas. Rather than don't know what's the problem. That is easy to get the character stuck somewhere. Yes, I'm a bit sick yet.